exactly what it says it is. It's music of the soul. It moves you, it takes you to a certain place. Soul music is different from any other music. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, it's different from rap. Rap is some other stuff. There's nothing wrong with it, but here's what I learned. Everybody don't like rap music, but everybody likes a good song. You know, you may not be a fan of rap, but I don't care what rapper you are, you're a fan of songs. Everybody likes a good song, you know. It's just soul music, man. It just makes you feel good. They get mad at me in my dressing room because young people work for me. I need instruments, man. I need to hear somebody playing the keyboard. I want to hear the bass line. I want to hear I love music, man. We were having a big conversation the other day about your Mount Rushmore of hip-hop artists. And I'm not really a hip-hop fan, so I'm not the guy for it. I thought it was Tupac for me, and I'm not a hip-hop guy. So, and how you feel about me, I really don't give a So let's put Tupac on it, Jay-Z, I'm Snoop, and LL Cool J. That's for me, but I'm not, you're younger than me, so you know more about it than me. I don't really know. Yeah, you know, I just like Snoop and LL, because that's who we friends. Well, Biggie, he had only a couple of albums. I don't know, I'm not really a hip hop guy, so your Mount Rushmore is probably great. You know, I'm not that dude. I'm Earth, Wind, and Fire. But see, I'm from an era where black or white, your ass had to be a songwriter. You know, Kenny Loggins was cold. Michael McDonald was cold. Steely Dan was cold. Chicago was cold. The Bee Gees was cold. KC and the Sunshine Band was cold. Elton John was cold. You had blue-eyed soul cats that wrote hits that was monster hits. When I met Elton John, I told him, you were the first white artist ever to be played on black radio in Cleveland. When Elton John came out with Benny and the Jets, he was the first white artist ever played on black radio. He said, really? I said, yeah. He said, why is that? I said, because black people couldn't get on white radio. So black people had to have their own, you know, and so we supported each other's music. We really had to grow a lot. We still got some growing to do, but you know, that's, music helps everybody. James Brown was performing, and Michael Jackson went out and draped a cape on him. I birthed that idea that day. I got the pictures. I showed everybody backstage the pictures. I was backstage at the BET Awards. His publicist at the time, Michael's publicist was Ramon Baines. Me and Michael were friends. She said, Mike is gonna come to BET Awards. He wants to surprise James, but he wants to make sure you're there. I said, yeah, I'm backstage now. Because he wouldn't come if I wasn't there, because I used to watch out for him. All types of pictures with this dude, you know. Took him to church when he was in court. I did a lot for the dude, you know, we were friends. And so he came to the BET Awards, and just a whole ruckus started at the back door. I mean, Michael Jackson walks in the Kodak Theater. I mean, they're backstage tripping out. Man, Michael's here. So Mike comes up, we hug, we talk, and James Brown is on stage performing. And Michael said, I want to surprise James. I want to do something. So I said, well, first of all, you got to speak up, because there's a lot of music playing and all this baby talk you be doing. So I said, this is what you do, Mike. I say, when James Brown starts singing Please, and Maceo go out there to put the cape on him, I called Maceo over, I said, Maceo, why don't you give Michael the cape, and Mike, you go out there and put the cape on him. And Mike went out there while James, please, please. And Mike put that cape on him, and James looked up and saw Michael. It was one of the great moments in television, man. You should look it up. I'm gonna get my camera, I'm gonna show you the picture of me and Mike backstage before it all happened. I was the only person he would take pictures with. He wouldn't take pictures with nobody, because I used to take care of the guy, because, you know, I was the only one that talked to Mike for real. Like, I went to see Mike one time, I got off the elevator, And Mike was standing in the hallway waiting on me. And Mike had stepped in some gum. And so he said, Steve, there's gum on my shoe. I said, what the you want me to do about it? I got to get it off. You do got to get it off. You, I ain't the gum boy. You're so crazy. Yeah, I know. Remember the time. Remember the time, man in the mirror, butterflies. Butterflies was the jam. I had to sing what? Butterflies. I don't sound nothing like that. Butterflies. You sound like Michael, you're gifted. I haven't seen a bar of soap though, and I can't even tell you when I've seen a bar of soap. That stopped when I was touring. I stopped using bar soap when I was touring because like we used to have to stay in condos when I used to do comedy clubs, and the headliner would get the room that had the bathroom in it, then the feature act, the middle act, would get the next biggest room, and the opening act would get the smallest room. Well, the opening act and the feature act had to share the bathroom. And I used to have a bar of soap in a container, and I'd put my bar in there with my name on it. So every day I was showering that. I went in there, man, and it was a piece of hair wrapped around my soap. And I got that soap, and I went back, I walked out there, I said, yo, my man, you use my soap? He said, yeah. I said, you can't use my soap. You know what I said? I just did. I was 28 years old. I ain't got no money. I had nothing to lose. I'm finna show your ass something. I bet you won't use this no more. I lit his ass up. Don't just talk to me like I ain't I just did. I bet you won't use it no more. So after that, I started buying Irish Spring in the bottle, then Dove in the bottle, because I didn't like that. And so then Molten Brown. Okay, I'm sorry. Did I just have a rich moment? I said Molten Brown, she said, who? I apologize, I'm sorry. I thought I was just like y'all was gonna go, oh, okay. She used Molten Brown. The whole audience went, what? I'm sorry. Okay, Ruben, look it up. Molten Brown. It's soap. It's just a soap. It's just called Molten Brown. Look up Molten Brown. What? I'm sorry.
All right, Mr. Brown, I have the lotion.
Hey, your little rich ass, be quiet.
Sorry, 7, 6, 5.
You can bring back the Hoodie Awards.
I don't know, man. I thought about it, but I don't know. I doubt it. I changed it to the Neighborhood Awards. I used to, on my radio show, I'm in 112 cities. I used to have celebrity friends of mine come to Las Vegas, and I would hold nominations for things that were great in the neighborhood, like best church, best teacher, best barbershop, best auto detail, best soul food restaurant, best coach, and they would vote all over the country. We get to the 4 finalists with the top 4 vote getters from around the country, and we'd have another national vote, and I'd bring all 4 of the nominees from each category out to Las Vegas. So for like best car wash, I had Snoop, introduce the category and give away the prize because he was in car wash, Best church choir, I'd have Yolanda Adams and Kirk Franklin. You know, I'd give best teacher or something. I'd have Judge Mathis or some TV personality. Best something. I have just a bunch of celebrity friends of mine. And it's such a cool thing for a regular person to win a national award and have a celebrity. The thing for us was celebrities get to give out the awards instead of winning them. And the people would be beaming, man. The guy win best car wash, because this dude just got the best car wash in the hood. I mean, when's he ever gonna get an award, right? And he come through 15,000 people and the lights be on him and dude have his suit on, stand up there giving an acceptance speech, and it was pretty good. I did it for 13 years. I started having trouble with the sponsors because I called it the Hoodie Awards for years. The sponsors were saying that was too ghetto. So I changed it to the Neighborhood Awards, and they didn't pay no more money for that. Don't tell me how to act, and then you got no reward for it. When I conform to what you want to do, and then you me with the money, I can just do me. I only go out with my wife every now and then because there's no privacy, but when we do go, we go, we try to get a room or something. You have to pay money for it to go out to dinner because you got to get a private room. If I don't get a private room, people are not going to let me enjoy my dinner. And I understand, but my wife has taught me, Steve, if you don't feel like being famous today, we can't go out because these are your fans and they're glad to see you and you got to return some of that energy. So if you don't feel like being famous, we stay home. And that's the rule. So if I'm out and I see you, I never turn children down for pictures, and I never turn elderly people down. You can't turn down women. You can't. Career's over. Dudes, grown-ass men, I can say, hey, man, I'm with my family. Oh, okay, my bad, bro. Women, You can't tell a woman no, I don't give a you big lip son of a I don't even like watching your shows. I bet I won't watch your stank ass no more. Oh, women turn on your ass immediately. I had one woman, man, ask me for a picture, and I was with Marjorie. So I'm standing there, I always hold my wife's hand whenever we out, right? And I'm holding her hand, and she gets in the middle and says, I don't want her in my picture. I said, well, lady, it's not gonna be a picture. I'm with her. I don't want her in my picture. No, her is my wife. So if she ain't in the picture, you don't get a picture. What are you talking about? I'm gonna throw my wife to the side so I can take a picture with you? You have your mind? There's some people like that, man. Most women that ask for pictures, they ask Marjorie, you mind? And Marjorie's really nice. She's always accommodating. She goes, Steve, go ahead and take the picture with him or she'll stand there. But I'm not gonna throw my wife off to the side. I was on red carpet one day and I was taking pictures. And Steve, picture by yourself. I'm with my wife. Steve, photo by yourself. And this one guy says, lose the lady. What I said to him, every photographer on that carpet was going, okay. No, man, that's just rude. I know I'm a celebrity, but when I'm with my wife, I'm her husband first. That celebrity is in the back.